hit the mic, talking day and spilling life, from trending memes to wildest dreams. Girl, did you hear that crazy thing? Girl, did you hear what's going down? We're lighting up this whole damn town. Strange and trending every week. Bestie vibes that'll never peak.
But like in the world today, because things are so freaking expensive, like how do you try to actually save money?
Recently, I've been doing a lot of shopping around.
Yes.
So let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to make our food better. Like, why can't our hygiene products also lose the crazy dyes and the perfumes
chemicals
and the crazy chemicals? I mean, I get it. Some of those chemicals need to be there because you can't resource it naturally.
Yeah, but
blah,
like,
blah, blah. But you know what I'm saying? That is also another place where I would like to have some reform.
Agreed.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you charging me more for something that you're going to market to a woman than something you would market to a man? How can you save up for the what ifs if your right nows are 10 times more expensive?
And everything's going to go up. And then, I mean, at some point, it's all just got to fall crashing down.
When's the last time you bought 12 pairs of underwear for less than $20? Never. But he can go out and buy a 20 pack for a pack of cigarettes and a smile.
Yeah.
Like, that's not fair.
Right.
My ass needs to be covered too.
My ass, literally. Hey guys, welcome to Girl, Did You Hear?
The ultimate bestie hangout. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Kristen. Today, we have some fun things in store for you. Actually, a passionate topic for Jessica this time. I'm not sure if anyone's heard of pink tax before.
You should have.
I actually never heard of that term until you mentioned it, which is weird.
Well, I'm about to educate you.
Yes, so she's going to educate all of us.
Right.
Real quick, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Woo, woo, woo. We do appreciate your support. What did you do this weekend? It's a Monday today, which is not our normal filming days.
Monday today is the 5th. So
it is Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo is kind of a weird holiday though, because it's not really.
I haven't seen
Mexican
anybody
Independence
post
Day.
anything about doing anything.
It's not really a holiday. It's just an excuse to eat tacos and drink margaritas, which is exactly what I did.
Are you doing that tonight?
No.
Oh.
We had fajitas last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They were delicious.
That
Chad
works.
made them. Oh my gosh. Chef's kiss.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. It was really good. The bar crawl for the weekend, though, they gave us like free margaritas.
Hell yeah.
They had like different kinds of like tequila shots or like Mexican candy shots at like each little stop. There's like 7 bars to go to, and they were all in the Coors Field downtown area, so it was all totally walkable. The weather was amazing.
It was super nice this weekend.
It was really nice. And what was also cool is the Kentucky Derby was kind of happening at the same time.
Oh, nice.
So you got to see all the
Everyone
hats
dressed up.
and the dresses and
I love that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Have you ever been to like a Derby event?
The only Derby events I've ever participated in were like low-key gambling through just, hey, which horse do you think is going to win? Everybody's taking like $10 in the.
But have you ever like dressed in like the whole getup?
No.
I want to do that one time. Are you down?
Next year.
Are you down?
Yeah. I'll wear
I
a
mean,
fancy
it's
hat with you
completely
because
out
it's
of
an entire. Yeah, it's way outside your wheelhouse. So I would love to see this happen.
I would love to see if I'll actually do it. I have an aspiration. I think
We have
it'd be
video
fun.
evidence. We're gonna hold her to it.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Try something
You have
new,
a year to prepare.
right? To become more comfortable in outfits like that and big old hats.
I mean, we could even just go Kentucky Derby for Halloween.
Oh, we could.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be fun.
Right, with like little horses on pogo sticks.
Oh my gosh. No. Then we would be the freaking, what are they
The
called?
jockeys.
No. What are the people called that do it on the horse? I'm drawing a blank. There's videos of it. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I cannot think of the name of it right now.
Either.
I'll post a video clip.
I totally know what you're talking about though.
Yes. They have the toy horses between their legs and they do like the jumps. And like the little, like there's contests. It's a huge thing.
Can't remember.
Oh, it's going to piss me off.
It's a sport, I think.
It is. It is a sport. Somehow.
Yeah.
What else did you do this weekend? So the bar crawl was fun. Did you get hammed or sort of?
I'm old, so I tried to like just stay consistent. I mean, I caught a good buzz. I took the light rail to and from, so I didn't have to worry about driving.
That's always nice.
Because the stop's really close to the house. So
when was the last time you were at a bar crawl prior to this weekend?
So
You
speaking
do-
about being
You
old,
go out like more in that way than I do.
I think it
but-
was like Halloween of like 20 or like 2019 or
Okay,
something.
so it's been a little while.
I don't know. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. And
How was it nice? Did it feel the same as when you were that young? Or
Well,
did it
I
hurt
mean,
a little bit more.
it's I didn't really get a hangover.
Nice.
I got a little bit of a headache because tequila dries me out. I think it dries everybody out.
Yeah.
But like also the sweet stuff that they all mixed in with it probably is what gave me the headache. But I had to do yard work and stuff the next day, so
Nice.
I wasn't hemmed up or anything.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Super fun. I did not do anything that exciting.
Oh,
No bar crawls for me.
no bar crawls for you. No margaritas and tacos
Nope.
for you.
Not for me. I did have a couple photo shoots on Saturday, which was cool.
The weather was so great.
It was. I was in studio for that one, but we also went outside because
Nice.
it was on this lady's farm.
Okay.
She has like a little studio. It's like a little barn studio on her farm, which is super cute. And then so you can use like the outside area and stuff. And then yesterday I deep cleaned my bedroom.
Nice.
I had a little ADHD moment and I was replacing the screens.
You stared at one thing for a little too long.
Yeah, at our windows, and I had to like pull the blinds up to do so. But as I did that, I got like wafted in the face with dust, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, these blinds are dusty. They need to be cleaned."
We need to fix this.
I was
now.
like,
yeah.
"I'm already gonna clean the bedroom today. Might as well just clean,
Just do the whole
thing."
Yeah,
and literally, I did. I got wiped the walls. all
Dang,
of
you
our
wiped
art.
the walls down?
Yes, girl.
Dang.
The blinds, which are a pain in the ass to clean.
Yeah.
Have you ever cleaned blinds before?
Yep.
Not my favorite thing to do.
Because you got to do like each individual
Yes.
regardless, or like somehow, yeah.
It's such a pain. I think I figured out a pretty good process though.
What's that process?
So, on Amazon they have a tool and it's kind of like,
It's like fingers,
yeah.
like felt fingers.
yeah, and they like stick in. So you can do my blinds. I can do like 3 at a time, which is nice because you want to get the dust off of them first. I've
Right,
learned.
right.
You do not want to spray anything or use a damp towel.
Ew, because then it gets all like clumpy and stuff.
I've made that mistake before. So you get the dust off first by using that, which is also still a pain in the ass because
Right.
you have 3 sections usually of the blinds. Because
Right.
you have like the little end pieces and the big piece in the middle.
Right.
Stupid. And then I got like a warm like dishcloth or rag or whatever. And just, grabbed each piece and just went through and did the thing, but like talk about an arm workout, dude.
That's too much.
I felt very accomplished afterwards. It was like an all day thing.
You like step in the door and it's just all like sparkly.
Yeah. Trevor was like, our room is very, what word did he use? And not sparkly, but it was a word like that.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like, it's very refreshing in here or something silly like that. And
You're
I was
like, good.
I was like, yes, like all the bedding was washed,
be.
everything. Yeah, it was
Ooh.
nice. Is
full flip over.
Yeah.
I need to do that. to
super,
ours.
super nice.
Yeah.
Like it was, the weather makes me want to do stuff like that when it's nice out.
Yeah. Well, because it's nice enough for you to push everything out to like
Yes.
kind of clean things and then bring it back in.
Yes.
Whether or not you need all of it.
No.
No.
I am like the quickest to throw things away.
Right. Right.
Trevor's like, let's hang on to it.
I'm like, for what?
I'm like, no, we
don't
need it
need
right
it.
now. No, we haven't used it in 6 months.
Right.
It's
This
trash.
has been in a box for a year.
Like,
yeah,
we do
I do
not-
that to a lot of my own stuff. Like I self-audit quite a bit.
Yes. He gets mad when I do that though. Because he usually ends up wanting it down the road at
Later.
some point. And
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
remember that thing you threw away?
He's like, if we had it, we wouldn't have to buy a new
I was
one
like,
right
well,
now. Yeah. Well, too bad.
too bad. Anyways, so pink tax is
Pink
a thing
tax.
apparently.
Yes, it is.
Why don't you tell our friends what that is?
So to me, pink tax is the difference in women's versus men's products. For example, the one I was able to give you right away was shaving cream. A simple pack of like Skintimate, two same size bottles of shaving cream was, excuse me here, I wrote it down. For the women's pack was $6.79. And for the men's, just like basic kind of same level as Skintimate would be, which I think is like Edge Gel or something like that. The men's 2-pack was $6.49. Now you're like, Jessica, wait, stop.
It's only like
It smells different, but is the different smell really worth the difference in price?
I don't think so. Is that what they claim the reason is?
So that's pink tax,
Okay.
right? So you can also think of it, my other example here is in shirts. Like, I get it, they're just basic cotton tees, so I tried my best to compare apples to apples, but you can buy a 4-pack of men's basic cotton tees, cut for a dude. I get it, they're built different than we are.
Right.
But we're talking just a plain white tee. You can buy a 4-pack of that for $20 for them. And this is all on Target.
Okay.
And so then trying to go into the women's section to find something similar, you can get one t-shirt for $12.
What the heck?
So you see what I'm saying?
Interesting. Why is it like that, though?
I don't know. Well, because we'll spend the money on it. No. But like I was also thinking about it while I was driving over here, and like skincare, the whole skincare regime. How many Olay 24-hour restore commercials do you see that have men in them?
None.
They're not selling that shit to them.
No.
Even though they have skin too.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, I mean, your husband's covered in skin.
Yeah.
Why would his face be any different? Maybe
They
because
do
he's a
have-
little more rough and rugged.
Yeah.
But like, okay.
But they do have men's skincare lines.
do you want to start comparing prices of those?
No.
So
I could tell you
see the
have.
huge difference there. Like, I get it. Their stuff is basic, right? Because
But what
men's
is
skincare has been.
But what's really different? Skin is skin.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you charging me more for something that you're going to market to a woman than something you would market to a man?
Well, in some of the research that I did on this topic, I could tell you're very heated about
I
this.
don't like this at all.
They also put that tax on like tampons and shit like that as well.
Stuff that we are only going to use. Yeah.
What did I have my notes all mixed up here. Hang on. So what I found on Google was like, it's like a market demand type thing. You know, they think that women use more products more frequently so that they're going to have to make more. Yeah. They have to make it more, like more of the products more frequently. So it costs them more to make because they have to produce more.
Bullshit.
I'm just saying that's what I found.
Ew,
like that's why.
I don't like that answer. That doesn't make any sense.
It
That
doesn't make sense.
any sense.
And I kind of like stumbled over my words there.
No, but I totally get what you're
yeah,
saying. They're saying, well, since we have to make so much of it,
yes,
I'm going to charge you more for it.
Yes, because they have to produce more. It costs more to produce.
It costs
people,
more to like
hours,
push it out, blah, blah, blah,
whatever. Yeah,
you know, product, whatever it takes to make it. Right.
And men aren't buying those types of products as frequently as women. Which, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
okay.
It's weird because Trevor only recently started getting into skincare. And he's an older gentleman.
Yeah.
Not gentleman, but like an older man, you know, middle-aged man. But like most men that I've ever known, like in their 20s or 30s, they're not into skincare.
If they put lotion on their face, we were lucky.
Exactly. Like if they used a shampoo and a conditioner and not like an all-in-one, that was like a bonus. I was like, oh wow. They have 3 bottles here. They have body wash, shampoo, and conditioner.
I'm just happy to clean, man. I don't really care how many bottles.
I mean, yes, but like for me, I was always impressed when there was not an all-in-one.
Or if there was like a face
and it
lotion
wasn't like Suave
by the sink. Yeah. Like if there was actual skincare routine in there, I was like, oh.
I was like, all right. No, but I love that Trevor's actually getting into it. It's super cute to see because he now thinks that women are gatekeeping all of this information. And I'm like, guy, the information has been there the entire time for you. It's been out there.
It never left.
Yeah.
It's never gone anywhere.
Like,
it's just in a different bottle now that's more appealing to you and smells like matchsticks and lumber farts. So like
lumber farts. Love that. He recently got like an electric nail file.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's shown
he
you.
demoed that on himself for me.
And like the nail, like a grinder, like when you get your nails done, he also got that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's great. I love that he has taken an interest into this.
Yes.
But it's so funny that he thinks that like women are like hiding this information from him. I'm like, no. It's out there if you look for it.
It's kind of just general information.
Yes. So also, did you know that there's a thing called pink tariffs?
Ooh, please tell me.
So I didn't like look. It's very simple.
Right.
But basically on women's clothing, there's a tariffs that is 3% higher than men's. which is interesting.
Well, that led me straight to, I mean, that was one of the other things that I thought about is like men's clothing and women's clothing. Like I get it. We are cut different. So we want things to fit us a little bit differently. But when it comes down to the basics, dude, when's the last time you bought 12 pairs of underwear for less than $20? Never. But he can go out and buy a 20 pack for a pack of cigarettes and a smile.
Yeah.
Like that's not fair.
Right.
My ass needs to be covered too.
My ass, literally. No, I'm just kidding. No, but what was I going to say? Damn it. I lost my thought. Thinking about asses. No,
It's distracting.
It is crazy though that is a thing. I also read that there were actually a lot of states that have put like policies in place to not
to abolish pink tax.
Yeah. It also has tried to go, there's like a pink tax repeal act that has tried to been introduced to Congress. I don't know why I'm having trouble with words today.
We've been sliding all over the place.
I've been talking a lot today. I think that's why.
That's fair. Tired of talking.
Yes. My brain was like, blah, blah, blah. So the Pink Tax Repeal Act has been tried to get introduced to Congress more than once, but they can't get enough votes on it, basically, for it to move through the House.
That's fair.
Which is sad in a way.
It just goes to show how much it is integrated into things.
Yeah. The states that stopped doing it, Colorado's part of that, I saw, but it's not like that they stopped
charging
the pink tax. It says that they have certain states have like they have to eliminate it completely or reduce the sales tax. So essentially,
it'd
Colorado
be nice if they just reduced the sales tax.
Yeah, but I don't think that from what I saw online, I don't see any difference there because women's products are priced higher than men's.
It is. I mean, it's
still out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So for the comparing the men and women's clothing, so. Yes, women are cut differently. We have different shapes, whatever.
Yeah, we want things to fit a different way.
Men's fabric, I feel like it takes more fabric to make a men's t-shirt than a women's t-shirt in some aspects.
I would agree.
So how does it make sense in that comparison?
Right? It goes back to that you're using more material to make men's clothing
because
than you are women's clothing. Why is the cost not offset that way?
Especially exactly, yes.
Because that goes back to that whole, well, the reason why I'm charging you more for shaving cream is because I have to make more of it. So the concept should still apply to the fabric of my t-shirt because you have to use more of it. Right. Right? But no. Here, let me whip 4 of these into a pack for $20 and you go buy one for $12.
A men's pair of jeans is going to be more fabric than a women's pair of jeans.
Do you know how much they spend on jeans? Way less than we could ever want to.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you can go shopping anywhere and spend any amount of money on all the kind of clothes you want. I am just going for like your standard like Target prices, normal places to shop. I am a very middle class white woman.
Yeah.
Like I am shopping at Target, Macy's, JCPenney's kind of places. I get it. You can find the differences and like flip it on its other side in either way. But just in the basics, man. It's like hygiene products, basic clothing things. Like, why?
It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. I do not get it.
It's wild.
It doesn't make, I don't know. Like maybe more people need to know about this so they can vote on it the next time it tries to go.
It seems so small and insignificant. It's such like a weird thing to be all fluffed up about, but
like women are actually like, there's a lot about it. I would like, if you search pink tax on Google, there's a lot.
There is.
There's a lot of videos on social media about it too, which is crazy. I literally never heard of it before.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's been ticking me off for years.
I could tell when you were like texting me today. I was like, "Ooh, she's on one." I was like, "Yes,
I'm mad." Like it's insane the fact that like, I mean, because right now everybody's trying to do their best to save money.
Yes,
and I'm paying attention to how much stuff costs, and I don't. If it's just shaving cream, I'm gonna smell like
evergreen forest.
lumber farts and matchsticks. Like, it's okay. It doesn't stick around for long.
Yeah, I mean, you're
It's
already
just
married, so it's fine.
It's just, I mean, yes, but like, it's also just creating a barrier in which to give my razor a smoother place to glide in order to remove
Exactly.
the hair. It doesn't have to smell for French toast's sake. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to make our food better. Like, why can't our hygiene products also lose the crazy dyes and the perfumes
chemicals
and the crazy
yeah.
chemicals? I mean, I get it. Some of those chemicals need to be there because you can't resource it naturally.
Yeah, but
blah,
like,
blah, blah. But you know what I'm saying? That is also another place where I would like to have some reform.
Agreed. Because like deodorant, I've been seeing so much
the
stuff
whole
about
aluminum. Yeah.
Yes, bro. And like, it's hard to find a good aluminum free deodorant that is also like an antiperspirant.
Right, because that doesn't exist.
No. I actually just ordered one online and that I'm trying out.
Have you seen the sticks, the rocks that you would
salt-
rub in your...
Oh, no. Have you seen the salt stone one?
Same thing,
Whatever.
same concept.
Yeah.
It's a crystal that you get wet and then you rub it in your
Oh,
pit.
I would totally try that.
Well, I'll order you
No,
one.
but it's hard because like you don't want to keep putting that stuff in your body like when you know that it's there.
But like, girl,
But you also don't want to be stinky.
I sweat through everything.
Yeah.
Like, the reason why black is the main staple in my wardrobe is because my pits are damp.
Yeah.
So I gotta keep
I be
slathering
sweating.
on that
Dude.
aluminum foil every day, or aluminum foil. I gotta be putting on that aluminum every day.
Pretty much. You might as well just fucking slap
Just
some
slap some
aluminum
in there.
I mean,
right? And
you know?
especially as I get older, man, it's just like my body's not the same.
No.
It's doing things that I didn't expect it to do because it didn't do that 20 years ago.
Right? You're like, what was that?
Why is it like this?
I don't like it. But yes, things are expensive. And if we are, paying for skincare products and deodorants and, necessities that we need, like, why are we paying extra because we're
Girls.
women?
Yeah.
And B, why are we paying for shit chemicals in that aspect as well?
Right.
You know?
Well, I mean, because they're going to go back down to you chose to buy this product knowing
Yeah.
that it's got this in there. And it's like, well, yeah, but why does it have to have that in there in the first place? Why can't
Exactly.
I choose your product without that?
Right. Like, why does it have to be made with that anyways? Like, I would feel shitty as a human knowing that I was constantly making a product that was hurting people in the long run.
Right.
Like, as
even
a business,
if it made you billions and billions
even if it
of
made me
dollars.
billions and billions of
Yeah.
dollars. Because there's always another way.
Because you have a good, strong moral compass.
Yeah, well, there's always there's other alternatives that, yes, you may have to put out a little bit more money on the front end or long term over time.
Find a different resource.
But the long term and the longevity of that business and the sustainability that you would gain by doing that would be the win for me.
right. I mean, even if the product was a little more, if it was more sustainably sourced and had...
Yes.
I mean, because that's the whole market for like Whole Foods and all of that stuff. They're like, look, we cut all the crap out of it, but we're going to charge you 10 times more for it.
Yeah, but you know what? I've bought produce from Whole Foods and I didn't think it was any different than the produce that I get from King Soopers.
Oh, I'm talking more along the lines of like the skincare stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
I've
more of,
never
like, the
actually
cosmetic-y
I've never
things.
tried any of those products from Whole Foods or anything like
the
that.
holistic side of lotions and bath
Nope.
soaps and stuff.
Nope, I have not.
Just slather your body in those chemicals.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
me
like,
too.
give me all of. I mean, I've been doing it for 40 years
Something's going to get me anyways.
already.
Yeah.
So I just hope that, over the continued generations,
They'll make it better.
they'll make it better.
And then worse in other places somehow.
Probably. But like in the world today, because things are so freaking expensive, like how do you try to actually save money?
Recently, I've been doing a lot of shopping around.
Yes.
So shopping around being like, I'm trying to find a new cell phone provider. I'm trying to get like, does my car insurance need to change? Like, how many subscriptions do I really need?
Right. You're like looking at all your recurring charges on your bank statement.
Right. Definitely kind of going through. One of the things I like is packing my own lunch.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice having my own food and not having to have that like decision anxiety of like, what out of these 7 junk fast food chains am I going to buy $20 worth of crap for to
Yeah.
feed myself for 30 minutes. Like I don't like it.
Yeah, because you can't get by on like a $5 little quick
Those don't
lunch.
exist anymore.
No.
Those don't. And the fun part about packing my lunch is I can pack it full of whatever I want. Like there's sometimes when I open that thing and it's like cheese sticks and a Swiss roll and
you're like, ooh,
mac
Mom
and
packed a good lunch
cheese and
today.
chicken nuggets. And I'm like, I am a toddler. But like I ate all my food. I came back with my leftovers. I was fulfilled. Like I didn't,
Right.
I wasn't like hungry a bunch before dinner. Like it did its job.
Right.
You know? And I mean, granted, sometimes that comes in a little bit more on the grocery end, but it definitely, I mean, because you break it down, right? You're like, okay, this bird's eye vegetable pack and this little bag of chicken. The bird's eye vegetable pack is only $2.39. The chicken adds an extra $1. So I'm eating this meal for under $5.
Right.
So you're like, okay, maybe I'm saving there and I'm eating better.
Right. Instead of
So
eating the fast food chemicals.
right. Those,
Yeah.
I mean, and after, it's so hard because after you eat something from like, say, my go-to would be like a Wendy's chicken sandwich, no fries and a beverage. They're just empty.
Yeah.
There's nothing there to feed you. There's a little bit of protein in the chicken that they deep fried, but that's about it.
That's it. It like just fills the empty spot in
Yeah.
your stomach.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
then you're
There's
just
no
crazy,
nutrient.
cranky, hungry before dinner,
Yeah.
and then I blow dinner out the water by snacking so much before it. And then I'm like,
Yes.
I'm not hungry.
I noticed too, like when we eat at home a lot and then we do like eat fast food, I like feel gross
How
afterwards.
unsatisfying it is.
And it is unsatisfying.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Trust me, I
I love a good cheeseburger.
yeah, give me a McDonald's cheeseburger, I'll eat it.
Yeah. But
yes.
and also something we've been trying to do is buying in bulk and preserving.
Like what have you bought? Have you done
Meat.
anything?
Meat. Just like
Yeah.
we have, I mean, because I have a food saver, like a vacuum sealer, and I bought the bags and all the stuff, and I'm pretty good about, breaking down the 6 pounds worth of
sizes.
grown beef. Ground beef?
Ground? I mean, grown? It could be grown.
Well, I mean, I hope it was grown before it was ground.
God.
Here we are.
Me too.
Yeah, right?
Poor little Moo.
That's veal, and that's way more expensive.
I know.
But no, like you just break it into like little pound increments and then
Yeah.
just toss it all in the freezer. Or like, I like buying the Costco meals, like their enchiladas
Yeah,
or something like
the
that.
little
And then
pre-made.
like cutting that in half and sticking half of that in the freezer because it's just the two of us. Now, granted, for you guys, it's a little different because you have like 5 more heads in your house
Yeah.
than I do. But even still, just having like all your proteins in the freezer ready to go saves a ton of money.
Yeah, it totally does. We desperately need to get a freezer for our garage so we can do that. Because we have 6 people in our house.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot, but we have a big house, guys. We're not
Right.
like,
No,
we're,
and I
it's
mean-
all spread out. We're
Yeah.
not, no one's sharing rooms. There's not weird shit going on over here.
No.
It's hard to do that because we have so much food just in our freezer.
Just one refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we have to have, there's absolutely no
need an
space for me to
auxiliary
have
freezer.
bulk meat,
Right.
but it is something that is on the list.
It would be
to accomplish.
Save you so much money.
We have been really wanting to redo our backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you we got a quote on it recently.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much is people quoted?
Ooh, please tell me.
$18,000.
$18,000.
$18,000.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
That's the cost of a good used car.
Like 2 good used cars.
Right? I mean,
I was like, yeah, I don't know what.
think of all the things you could do with $18K.
Yeah, I told Trevor, I said, we'll probably be doing that a lot of that ourselves
Yeah.
instead of, I mean, I think he wanted to see like what it would be
Yeah.
just as like a comparison.
Yeah.
And we were both like shocked because I don't think we were asking for that much. But
Dude, redoing your yard is expensive.
apparently it is. And maybe I'm just, maybe that's just what it is. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm like, people do not just have 18 grand laying around.
To just refurb your backyard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why they get out like loans and stuff to take care of the kitchen in the backyard. Or
I guess,
fix
yeah.
up the house and somehow. I mean,
I
when
mean, granted-
we redid our backyard, we did it ourselves and it was still a heavy penny.
Yeah. True. I mean, it's going to happen because I can't deal with the mud. So we're going to do it one way or another. Like,
Right.
we'll just have someone deliver the pea gravel that we want to put that in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just freaking spend a day hauling, wheelbarrowing, shoveling, leveling, raking, whatever,
That's what it takes, man.
and we'll get it done. But I was like completely shocked. I was like, dang, dude, like people do not have that kind of money. And
it
like
is wild.
it sucks. Like, I'm sure it probably also sucks on the business side too.
Right.
Like, cause I'm sure a lot of businesses are seeing, a decrease.
A pullback and stuff like that. Yeah.
Which is also strange because, for example, like, so we're renting our house, which is why we weren't going to spend 18 grand on the backyard.
No.
We just, our landlord doesn't really care what we do to the house, especially if we're going to improve it in some way, But anyways, the landlord was over here doing some stuff like around the house, whatever, getting some stuff fixed. And he had been trying, we had like some trim pieces because we had a freaking woodpecker that drilled like 3 holes in our house, dude.
Whoa.
Like perfectly round circle holes, dude.
That's his job.
And then a bird made a nest in one of them. But anyway, so he was trying to get someone to come do that and a couple other things. And this poor man got like ghosted by contractors that were supposed to come like meet him here. Like there were like 3 days in a row.
And they were just nah.
And they just literally didn't show up, didn't message him, didn't do anything. And like finally one day a guy showed up and he just got it done that day and it was fine. But I was like, it made me think, I was like, what is going on in the world that these companies, like, why are these people like ghosting work? Do they not need it? Are they that busy? Or are they just, do they not want to do the work?
Right.
Like, and they just don't want to communicate that? Like what, like that, I see stuff like that happen. And then I'm like, okay, well, where's the disconnect here?
Right. Why did this happen? Why
Yeah,
is this
because
going on?
if people,
especially since it
like,
happened more than once.
for he's trying to like pay money.
Yeah. Like I want to give you money. Will you please come fix this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're doing it for free.
No.
Like a favor.
It's not like you were a buddy and was like, hey, I'll do this for you.
Yeah, like weird.
Yeah.
I just thought that was weird. And I'm like, I have seen that and I've noticed that. It kind of goes back into things we've talked about before with like businesses that are looking for employees, but then employees can't find jobs. And it's like, where's the disconnect? What is happening?
Because the employees want $1 million and the businesses are only going to pay them $1,000.
Right. So it's like everything is just so
weird right now.
Weird.
Yeah.
And like when we came back from Florida, we had to kind of do like a budget assessment. And so we did a lot of the same things that you guys did. Like we got different car insurance. Because when we added Jaden, it skyrocketed. And I was like, whoa, can't do that.
Yeah,
so
I just got a ticket.
Different
the
one.
Same thing happened to us.
Yeah. So we got a better rate from a different insurance company. We had switched our phone carriers when we were in Florida, which saved us a ton of money. So that was helpful for sure, especially if you are not paying anything on your phone.
Yeah, no, it's my phone.
Yeah. That's the best time to make the move, little things, but like it led me to ask Google this topic, how many Americans do they estimate to have like actual like savings accounts or, retirement accounts or whatever, right? Because it like anytime in my experience that we've, been on the higher end of finances or had, money in savings, there always seems to be a reason that money has to go to something.
Right.
Right. Or whatever. Like it's almost like the universe is like, here's this money for later because you're going to need it. And then it's like, bam, here's the thing
here's why you needed it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is nice because you're able to do that.
It just shows that the universe is providing for you.
Yeah, but it's like,
it's like, why can't I get ahead?
Yeah. Because I Googled what is like the amount that someone should have for their retirement. Like what should someone plan for? Fidelity, right? The planning whatever company. You know what their advice is?
I'm scared. Like,
you ready for this?
Live on a boat.
They say you should have 10 times the income, 10 times your annual income by the time you reach 67 is how much you should have saved to retire on from 67. So by the time you're 67, you should have 10 times the amount of your annual income in savings to live off of until you die.
So they're saying that you're only going to survive for 10 years on that money you saved. 10 times? No.
10 times your annual income. So if you make 50
So-
grand a year,
okay.
50 times 10 is what? $1 million? I don't know.
But like, that's what I'm saying. They're like, okay, you need to have this much, but like, how long are they expecting us to live after that?
Well, they don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know how far
How do
in.
you build that number?
I mean, it's
Like,
just
okay,
a
so
guesstimate.
you're going to retire at 67, and then they're like, okay, so you have at least a solid
I
X
think
amount of years.
they probably
worth of
assume that
income
most
to-
people probably die like around the age of 80 to 85. So you have like 20 to 25 years, maybe from 67, probably maybe a little bit less than that. They say. I don't know. That's just what I found.
I mean,
But-
remember being an advisor and having that little old lady in front of you, and her car is falling apart.
Yes.
And she is like, I am on a fixed income.
Yes.
What can we do?
Yes.
And she wasn't that old.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's for real. Like how
67, I mean, is far away for us still, but at the same time, it's not.
it's not.
Knowing how fast 40 came.
Like we are on that slope of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the other side of that now.
Yeah.
Like,
What is that?
we're inching
We're
closer.
Too old to be young and too young to be old
Yeah,
right
we're,
now.
like, in that
weird in
weird-
between, which is great. Happy to be here, but like, let's be real, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, not my favorite. But like, so in America, 42% of people they estimate don't have emergency funds. And then the other 40% they do estimate have at least one sort of savings goal, whether that's like an account and 401k, an IRA or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Pretty interesting.
That's wild. That's sad though.
Yeah. Like I don't, it's hard. Like it's hard
It's a struggle right now.
to save and put aside money for the what if
Mm-hmm.
or the if in case, or, you know, you just never know.
Right, because
Things
eggs are $8.
always come up. Yeah.
How can you save up for the what ifs if your right nows are 10
Yeah.
times more expensive?
And everything's going to go up. And then, I mean, at some point, it's all just got to fall crashing down.
And then what happens?
And then who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
We shall see.
Yes.
Anyways.
Man,
Whew.
We
Speaking
got a-
of time.
we got a good one. It ain't free. So that's a wrap, folks. I'm just kidding.
We are done for today.
We are indeed.
No, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you enjoyed that discussion. If you have anything you'd like to add, please make sure to comment below.
Your pink tax griefs.
Yes, tell us all about it. We want to hear. While you're there,
Don't forget.
hit the like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Woo-woo. We do appreciate your support, and we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.